And we're off, and they're starting off in the desert.
Very interesting. It's a bland, sandy start.
And a reference to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Which could also tell us that that is likely a door repair. Lucky they don't have any rupees starting out.
And and agreed to ETAP. This is a good start area. It gives them nice places to branch out of, but they seem to be going in the same direction right now.
Poking around the Armos, looking around, we find level 7.
Raikou taking a peek in, see how far it can get.
It seems that the second room has the dongos, and it is key locked.
And he gets a community hint from the old man, who apparently likes big shields, and he cannot lie.
Ryan taking a exclusive walk around the lake, finding dark nuts on the overworld and the black moblin as well.
Ryan finds level 8 in the northeast corner at the gamble cave. And Raikou finding level 1. And Ryan finds level 9 in the northeast corner.
These are very good finds for everyone, but so far we have 4 dungeons grouped into 8 squares of map.
Let's see if Ryan finds a level at the lighthouse spot. Nobody finds the letter. Hey, wait a minute. Fred, what are you doing here? Raikou finding the recorder in level 1. Definitely good to have, not only to defeat dig doggers, but also to transport as well.
Oh my god. It seems chat was right. The ladder was the Armos item. This is going to give them a good push, making sure that there's no ladder blocks in dungeons, and they can go for the coast item.
Blue ring, relatively cheap at 236.
That's always a good price to see.
Yeah, because of the way the randomizer works, if the randomizer puts the ring above 250, it automatically above 255. It automatically defaults to 250.
That looked like the bow for our coast item.
Yes, it was. Bow on the coast.
Ryan finding the blue ring for 236.
Meanwhile, Raikou's making his way up to the northeast corner. He's going to find levels 8 and 9. But first, he's going to find the letter.
I want the default letter location, but I can't remember.
Yes, that's the default location. That's why I called out Fred when Ryan picked it up.
Come on, you can't blame Fred for everything.
True, but it's in the contract. You got to do it. And Raikou doing the door trick, going to open up that west wall.
Meanwhile, Ryan going to our start cave and finding a shop with the blue candle at 49.
Nice cheap blue candle.
Seems the magic shield is cheap as well at only 111.
We found a cheaper one with 88, but I doubt these guys will pick it up even at 88 rupees.
Now, with their skill, they're not going to need it. And Raikou getting stuck inside of a like to get the key from the other one. We found an old woman for the letter, but he does not show it.
Yeah, even with speed, rapid text, it's you don't want to waste any time until you're ready to buy a potion.
We have another shop with the blue ring.
And Raikou finding level 4.
It's already marked on the map, so I believe Ryan actually found it too.
Very true, AA in the chat. Yeah, no sword and no rupee treasure. Oh, here's one.
34.
That's good. That's 28 above par, since there are 7 medium rupee treasures.
It would make me wonder what our large treasures going to be. But RaikouRider in level 4 has found a wand. We have a weapon.
Great item to find. That delivers 2 hit points of damage, and also the shaft of the wand can be used as a de facto sword.
If only it worked against those Wizrobes.
Very true. Meanwhile, name that ink blot.
Oh, it seems we have Lionels in the dungeons.
The wand is certainly effective against them. Raikou coming across the compass. He's probably going to make a beeline for that Triforce now.
Meanwhile, Ryan going up the hill of many stairs.
Unfortunately, Raikou cannot get the Triforce because there were Wizrobes in there.
And level 6 at the top of Stairwell Hill.
Boy, the levels are all clustered in the northeast corner.
It makes you wonder what's left out there.
And a large, small secret, 14.
Still 13 above par.
It would be 16 because there are 4 small rupee treasures. So with the small secret at 14, the medium secret at 34, as long as the large secret is 86 or above, this will be an above par seed regarding the rupee treasures.
All the enemies in level 6 seem to be very low tier. That's right, no one has bombs yet, but I have seen bombs for 40 at one of the shops.
Sword found at the level 2 spot.
And a choice between sword or candle, I'd always go sword.
Makes you wonder if Raikou will go for the blue candle since he has the wand.
I believe he will go for sword so that he can get that Triforce piece out of that one level.
Ooh, nasty price for bombs, the maximum of 40.
Yes.
And Raikou showing his frustration by throwing some waves to the Octorok.
Come on, don't hurt the shopkeeper. It'll just make him raise his prices. Ryan heading into level 1.
We got our first bomb pickup by Raikou.
And Ryan is pushed back out due to a lack of keys.
Makes you wonder if some of these runners, if either one of these runners will buy keys from the shop. Keys seem to be pretty scarce.
Not at that price. 85 rupees a key. They may need to buy some, but there's not enough secrets found yet.
White sword item is the magical boomerang. Ouch.
It might be scrap, it might be made out of metal, but hey, it's worth it if you can get it. Seems we have another blue candle shop.
Raikou making some short work of those levers with that wand. And finds another blue ring shop. Looks like he's about to make his way into the woods, Lost Woods.
Well, with keys being scarce and money even scarcer, you gotta find those open caves.
Raikou finding another medium secret. He's at 75. He should definitely go and buy a blue ring at this point.
We have a hint room at the 6 Armos screen.
And it looks like Raikou's going to buy that blue candle now.
Yes, Rhythm Song in chat is pointing out with Wizrobes and Lionels in the dungeons, this might be a seed where they need to get the ring.
And Raikou buys the blue candle. Start burning those bushes. Meanwhile, Ryan down in the southwest corner. And finds a take any road, but decides to exit first.
And there's still more caves nearby. Check what you can before you go somewhere you don't want to.
One up in Death Mountain, that's good.
It's pretty good considering that it might lead somewhere.
Oh, we got a great spread here.
Yeah. Wow, that's very close to their start screen actually.
And the cluster of levels. So yeah, we have a very good spread with these take any roads.
Yeah, we do. Now we're going to see where he decides to go after this. RaikouRider finding the take any roads now.
Looks like Ryan's going to check Recorder Lake now.
It does seem that the flags for our enemies have cut down the
Recorder required.
Deadliness.
Level 3 at Recorder Lake. Oh, shoot.
Well, this can't be right. It's another key block. Now, who's left their keys lying around? Oh, Raikou finding another potion shop. But yes, it seems that some of the flags on our seeds are making these black moblins a lot easier to deal with. I know I, for one, hated them when I was trying to play. They'd always block the way, and they'd always have an insane amount of health. Raikou is now on level 3.
Yeah, with a couple of keys. Oh, man.
Oh, my.
Make an effort into level 3.
Not only do we have Fires, but we have Tektites. And Raikou pulls off the ladder clip, getting behind another 2 locked doors.
You're going to have to play 3-door Monty. He does manage to get a container heart out of it.
Oh my, there's more doors.
I kind of get the feeling that keys will be purchased in this seed. And a segmented level 3.
Well, that's an odd looking cactus.
That bottom part kind of looks like the shape of Missouri a little bit.
Fun fact, I live there.
Red ring in 3.
Oh, now that makes everything just so much better. Also lightens up our dungeon palette just a little bit to help us see. Though those white gels are not helping.
Wow, 120 large secret. Ryan finding the large secret at 120. Definitely not a poverty seed.
Oh, not by any means. They can get anything now.
So the total of all the rupee treasures comes up to 654. That's 104 above par.
Raikou taking out 2 of the Dig Dogger split-offs and exiting and re-entering the room to get rid of the 3rd. Seems Ryan's up at Spectacle Rock, and we have another secret.
And Ryan finally buying the blue candle up at the shop right adjacent to level Spectacle Rock.
Raikou finding the compass and the oh so dangerous rupee boss. While we're thinking about it, we should give the rupee boss a backstory. Why is it a boss?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Raikou's also just found the large secret. It could go to keys, it could go to anything else.
Meanwhile, RaikouRider making his way up into the graveyard, while Ryan is trying to make his way through level 4. If he can get past these whiz robes, he'll get a nice treasure out of it.
Well, that's unfortunately the thing. He has to make it past all 6 of them. And they have, and they found the map.
It looks like 22 was the door repair charge.
At least it's not 50 or something. Too many door repairs and this will turn into a poverty seed no matter how big those secrets are. Ryan finding the manhandler in the side room.
Thanks for the info, Algernon 25. I guess evidently the door repair charges are 15 to range from 15 to 25.
I'd still hate for it to be 50. Which, it does make it a very high door repair charge, however, based in that range.
Well, it's slightly above the normal. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the normal is 20 rupees.
Seems Ryan took a death in level 4. And he is trying to bomb the Wizrobes.
So even though we found a lot of levels, we still haven't found 2 or 5 yet.
There's still the coast caves.
And Raikou buying bombs. Tough purchase to make it 40, but looks like it's absolutely necessary. And he picks up a heart container. That puts him at 5. That'll give him a 66% chance of picking up the magical boomerang.
And a very long load in for that door repair.
Ooh, level 4. Looks like might be a meat block.
Raikou finding another and take whatever you want just next to the other one.
Oh wait, no, we don't need a meat block in 4.
Ryan taking another death in 4.
And Raikou coming across the third Take Any cave picks up another heart container.
First we have all the secrets, now we have all the hearts.
So at that mad rush in the first 10-15 minutes, things have slowed down a little bit. Oh, we found level 2.
Just hiding right there, just below Candle Alley.
So that leaves level 5 at large.
What appears to be a ladder block inside of level 2. Even though with both players having the ladder, it's not much of an issue.
Raikou managed finding a bomb hole.
Another dig dogger and another heart. They are up to 8 now. Oh, and it seems that was a ladder block. It's a very tall and skinny cactus.
Carpenter Square.
Hangman news. I mean, a cactus.
Man holding a rifle. Side view.
No, I'm trying to think of something else that would still make it look like a cactus.
And Rafting 2.
Is raft required? We might find out. There's only 2 raft spots.
And with level 5 still at large, it may be under one of the raft spots.
Oh, Raikou finding the Triforce of 2. And
Ryan.
Sorry.
That's okay. Raikou making way for the central lake raft spot. Meanwhile, Ryan's back in level 8.
Seems our central raft spot is just a pitifully small secret. And a large secret on Candle Alley.
Nice use of the recorder to get him back to the central lake. Meanwhile, I was going to check those 2 caves west of Vanilla level 1.
No, it seems he's buying hints. Have you tried the CDI games? Oh no. Community hints. I don't think this seed is to be something. What if Zelda was a something?
Triple bust on those hints, but he fortunately he saved and retried, so he doesn't. So he's able to save all his rupees. Smart move.
This unfortunately leads us to wonder what the old man hints are going to be. This could be an 0 for 7. Or however many there are. I'm not good with numbers.
Well, just realize those Tektites, they have their 3 hit points.
Raikou has just found the wooden arrows at the top of Candle Alley. They can now use their bow and waste the rest of their cash.
Ryan finding silvers in 8.
Which means Ryan is now also able to use their bow, just to a much greater extent.
excellent weapon to have. The silver arrows deliver 4 hit points of damage.
Unfortunately, they still don't work against certain enemies like Dark Nuts.
A little bit of a hiccup on RaikouRider's side. RaikouRider's side.
Quick, someone smack the TV.
So now, oh, there we go. Referring to the chat, yeah, it's hard. It's hard to gauge a winner before level 9 because it can literally go back and forth depending on what item, what item one might pick up.
Certain items may push you to different places. Level 9 might have 6 or 7 staircases. Ruble in chat asking, why do players feed the doggo a bomb and then not immediately place the bomb on top of them? I actually don't know the answer to this, so Tim, do you know?
Well, perhaps they don't know the trick of shoving a bomb down the dongo's throat, then placing the other one to hit him with the smoke, and then stab him to get the bombs.
I don't get it. It does seem that Ryan's trying to outweight these Dodongos to move around them to the staircase. As we have the Dongos clipping through blocks. And level 5 on Raikou's side.
All 9 levels have been discovered, so power bracelet not required, raft not required.
It is also a segmented level 5. But it seems that the Triforce is very close to the beginning.
And a nasty looking level 5.
Elephant cactus.
Raikou picking up the level 5 Triforce, that puts him at 3. Meanwhile, Ryan's still trying to find his first.
Raikou not going back into 5 to find out what its item is.
Well, given that silvers are an 8, he's unknowingly making the correct decision. Red candle and 8. That's the second item.
It's a wonderful pickup, and Ryan's actually going to pick it out. This means 8 has both the silver arrows and the red candle. And it seems we've found Zelda's room in 8.
Raikou about to pick up lumber.
Only 34 minutes in, and he's been making good use out of that wand.
Absolutely. Certainly, making the best of a bad situation. Not that having the wand is a bad situation, but certainly with sword, he can do a little bit more damage.
Not with that sword.
Well, in combination with the wand, he can deliver 3 hit points of damage by hitting A and B simultaneously.
That's right. But that sword is still like hitting someone with a stick. They're going to be mildly hurt, but still angry at you.
Still definitely a tough fight against Wizrobes. And Reikou doing the double bomb trick on Dodongo to replenish his bombs. I've always preferred that trick as opposed to placing the bomb and having Dodongo walk into the smoke. I never could really get that lined up properly.
See, and I always thought that you just had to feed a Dodongo twice.
Well, that's what we all thought as kids playing this game.
There's so many things I've learned from watching these people play.
Absolutely, I first stumbled across this, watching the speed runs by Lack Attack and Darkwing Duck, and seeing the tricks from those two was just unbelievable. And then seeing all these players, oh wow, take a look at that level 7.
No, that is a weird cactus. Ryan went out of level 7 and has found level 5. In a very unintimidating spiral room.
Got a hint for what's in level 7.
Now that we know what's in level 7, let's hope Raikou finds it. All hail Lord Banana.
That'll certainly make TGE very happy. So a quick rundown of what we know so far. Level 1 has the recorder. The second item is unknown. Raft in level 2. Red ring in level 3. Wand in level 4. Level 5 unknown. Level 6 unknown. Level 7 boomerang. Level 8 silver arrow and red candle. Armos item is the ladder. White sword item magical boomerang. East coast item is the bow.
Everything seems very spread out during this level 7 and level 5 for Ryan. And Ryan has found a hint. Uh-oh.
Another hiccup on RaikouRider's side. I think it sounded like he picked up another Triforce.
It did sound that way, and he's at full health. Oh, we have a 4-headed Gleeok for Ryan, but he just clips through the body.
Raikou has another frozen again, but it looks like he's going to level 8, I would imagine.
It seems that way. That bright pink palette.
And Ryan taking his frustrations out on the old man.
It is a good hint. If they hadn't gone up there, they wouldn't have known that it was on the coast. Unfortunately, the other hint for level 5 was do not wake the windfish. Wrong game, old man. Wrong game.
What game is that a reference to?
It would be a reference to Link's Awakening.
Meanwhile, Raikou finds the silver arrows, so he's pretty much in go mode at this point.
Ryan has found a rupee boss that gave him a key. He is up to 5 and still walking around 5.
I wonder though if Raikou will try and dig for the magical key, considering how scarce keys are.
I would think so, but both have a very good amount of keys right now. The only issue would be that level 4.
4 is pretty good, but it's still, when you're going into level 9, you want as many as possible.
You are right. Seems Raikou is still playing a slideshow with sound on us. Finding the red candle and noping out.
Considering how long Ryan spent in level 8, that Triforce seems to be very deep.
You are right about that, because not even Ryan found it. Though I believe it was due to a key block.
Book and 5.
Come on, pick up the book. Pick up the book.
At least throw the candle at it.
That actually makes me beg the question, what does the book do in our tournament right now? Is it fire or bomb?
It's fire. The boomstick option is not turned on. In fact, if it was the boomstick, it would be purchasable in a shop for 200 rupees. It would be swapped out with the magical shield. Meanwhile, Ryan finally grabs his first Triforce out of level 5. So it's looking the way this seed is shaping up. It's looking highly probable that the white sword is in level 9.
And we still have no confirmation on where the magical sword is.
That's right, we haven't found that yet. I got a sinking suspicion that it's probably under a power bracelet spot.
It's quite possible. Those are some of the few spots that they have not checked yet. Unfortunately, we don't know where the power bracelet is either.
Well, it's either in level 1 or level 6, because it cannot be in level 9, because the power bracelet is a crucial item.
Just because it can't be there doesn't mean it's required.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit for Ryan getting that large secret. At such a, he already had a lot of rupees to begin with. And Raikou going to make an effort to try and pick up this Triforce in level 4. He's got to deal with that blue Wizrobe, though.
And as I said earlier, it's just like hitting it with a stick. You can't hit it with that rod.
But with the red ring, he just might get it. And he survives to pick it up.
Oh, for what Chad is saying, Ryan bought the blue ring.
And guess what he's going to find in this dungeon?
A cactus?
Red ring. And to quote LOZ Cards fan, because the game knows.
There are good purchases, and then there are some you want to take back.
Raikou finding the compass, and looks like he's going to grab and go here.
And with that, we have a very quick in and out, and there's Ryan's red ring.
and
he is so mad.
Just as I predicted, he was going to show his frustration.
Oh, this does not seem going his way so far. He's spent all of his rupees on the blue ring.
And just moments later, picking up the red ring.
As I said, there are some purchases you can't take back.
Unless you save and retry beforehand.
Then you'd have to walk all the way back to 3. Red Landmos hiding out in 3. And giving Ryan nothing to work with. It's very odd to see a seed where blue Tektites are weaker than the normal Tektites.
I was just thinking just that, the orange Tektites at either 3 or 4 hit points, and those blue Tektites falling in, well, at least at maximum 2.
Another transport staircase in 6. Ryan taking a double warp just to go back to the same screen.
Raikou coming across a number of keys here at level 6 and doing his best to try to avoid those key doors, trying to find many workarounds as possible to preserve them.
He crumbles into Lost Hills. Unfortunately, we already know that he's there.
And I believe Ryan went into a potion shop, and it looked like it was 25 and 60 for the potions.
They're not bad potion prices. They're not good, but they're not bad.
Well, 25 for the blue. Yeah, just buy 2 of those, get you a red. You save a few rupees. Thank you, Algernon. 25 and 61. So you buy 2 blues, you save 11 rupees.
Another rupee boss, and this one blocking nothing. Seems Ganon's wasted his time just piling his money in the middle of the room and hoping that it can kill Link.
Raikou finding the compass in 6 he's going to try and make a beeline for it. Beeline for the Triforce.
Ganon's room in level 6. Everything is all out of whack today.
Ooh, check out that level 6.
Screaming Cactus. More slight errors on Raikou's side, but we can assume that they have just picked up their Triforce piece.
So that just leaves level 8 for Raikou. As soon as he's done level 8, it's just 1 screen up for level 9. Meanwhile, Ryan in level 4 doing a hit and run with the Wiz Robes.
There we go. We got Raikou back. Opting to buy the red potion instead of 2 blues. Ryan getting their Triforce piece from level 4, finally getting rid of all of those blue Wiz Robes.
He's halfway with the Triforce, but Raikou has just a tremendous lead. Unless this level 8 and level 9 are extremely... Well, we know that this level 8 is trollish to begin with. But if level 9 is equally trolly, if not more so, this is Raikou's race to lose.
Unfortunately, we won't know how weird and dangerous level 9 is until we find the map for it. Ryan finding the I like big shields and I cannot lie.
And more technical difficulties on RaikouRider's side.
Oh no. This doesn't bode well.
Ryan heading back into level 6. And Ryan doing the pirouette trick to open that door to save a key. And unfortunately, with no bombs, Ryan retreats out of level 6.
Well, I know a good spot to get bombs for 40 rupees.
This has been a very tough seed for resource-wise. We've been relatively low on keys and certainly very low on bombs. Fortunately, though, with the rupee treasures being as high as they are, bombs, runners have been forced to purchase bombs.
No one's been forced to. It seems Raikou has actually chosen to.
I wonder where Ryan is heading to. There's nothing over here.
I believe there was a shop in this direction.
It looks like he hasn't been over here at all because that bomb spot hasn't been hit.
Oh, I get why he came over. Dark Nuts on Death Mountain, and at 6 to a screen, it's a good chance for bombs.
Evidently, Raikou is back online. Unfortunately, we don't have him. Fortunately, we don't have him.
Let me see if I can actually pull up a stream for Raikou. Yes, RaikouRider does actually have his stream back on. He is in level 9. It's got a very dull orange palette. He also has the compass, so he knows where Zelda is. And we have a community hint for Raikou that cuts down the number to 2 for level 9.
And we haven't seen any toll rooms yet. That's still a possibility in level 9.
Level 9 has been cut down to 1 hit room. The hints are not very helpful today. Yeah, it does seem that Raikou's having trouble with his side too on the Twitch.
Yeah, I just switched over to Twitch now to see if... It seems Ryan just seems to be lost at this point.
They could be searching for something specific. They could just be running around. We don't know. Only Ryan knows what's going on in his head. And looking at the screenshot from Raikou's screen, there are no useful hints inside of level 9.
There we go. He's finally back up.
Hey, here we go. And he's gone.
And frozen again.
We had it going good, we had a raise, and it's gone.
Oh, Ryan finally he found level 2. I didn't realize he didn't find it earlier. Unfortunately, you won't find anything of value in level 2. The only thing in here is the raft, and we know that's not required. The only thing you could find of value is the container heart.
Unfortunately, you're right. Because we know that our center raft spot didn't lead to anything. Not sure about the coast raft spot, though.
And he does find the container heart. That puts him at 10, but unfortunately, we have not found mags yet.
And even then, it's a slight chance that 10 will work. It could be 12. It could be 14.
And it seems that level 9 is a bit difficult because Raikou's been in here for about I don't know 8 to 10 minutes so far.
With the compass, he knows where Zelda is. We're just listening for the roar of the beast and hoping it is not Petra. And to explain for anyone that has not seen a Zelda 1 randomizer, there is Ganon hiding somewhere in this dungeon. If you hear the roar, he is in an adjacent room, north, west, south, or east, not in diagonals.
Here's Ganon. Question in chat. Paratrooper 1. The container heart, the power bracelet, the magical key, and the white sword were never found.
Raikou getting bad Ganon RNG and having to use one of his potions already.
Fortunate with the red ring, he can take a bit of damage here. He's trying to stay along that left wall in the lower left corner.
And with the white sword in hand, he can do just as much damage as well.
Oh, I didn't even realize he had the white.
Yeah,
the white sword must have been in 9. That didn't even, with the feed gone, I didn't realize he picked it up. Yeah. Ganon's down.
Here's bacon. Even though I wouldn't eat that bacon. Now Raikou is going to be making a beeline for Zelda.
But he can't go south.
And Zelda's room's not one to be bombable in, so he's going to have to find another way.
Going north in the turnpike room. Can't go north. It's either east or west. Can he enter from the west? Yes, he can. Get your GGs out, everybody.
The door is opened. Raikou is in the room. He cuts the fire.
With a time of 67 minutes and 24 seconds.
And with that, it looks like that Ryan has unfortunately forfeited.
Given his frustration in this seed, I don't exactly blame him. That was a rather tough seed.
I will agree to that one. Unfortunately, we never saw the map, so we're not going to know what cactus shape that 9 was in.
When it comes to 9, it's always Swiss cheese.
Come on, play along with me here. It's supposed to be a cactus.
So we're just waiting for RaikouRider to enter the commentator's booth for a post-match interview.
Actually, I think I see them right now.
RaikouRider, welcome. Congratulations on your win. That was a rather tough seed.
Thanks. It was a tough seed for really weird reasons, though. I have never played a seed like that where I found all of the dungeons very, very quickly and was actually worried about doing something like a 5-heart level 9.
Yeah, it was definitely a weird seed in the sense that keys and bombs were difficult to come by, and on top of it, bombs were very expensive at 40 rupees.
I think I've spent 160 rupees on bombs in this seed.
Fortunately, though, keys were a little bit easier to come by, although they were rather low for the most part.
I bought a couple of keys. I think what set me way ahead in this race was when I dug 1 for the recorder, found 3 at Recorder Lake, and found the red ring.
Yes, because it was about 50 minutes no, 40 minutes in, Ryan found a shop with the blue ring and bought it, then ended up going to 3 and finding the red ring.
Oh, yikes. But I figured that I was quite far ahead for most of that race. The only thing that concerned me at first was the lack of a sword, but then I went into level 4, found the wand, and just left. And that solved all the sword issues.
Yeah, you definitely.
I actually walked past level 1 when I was doing cleanup, and I'm like, wait, I actually do need a sword to complete the game.
Yeah, you're certainly making good progress with the wand, and yeah, and I think it was about the 35, 40-minute mark that you actually came across the sword.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't terribly concerned about it. I just needed to pick it up at one point. Hopefully the restream didn't turn out too bad, because I had a few connection issues in like the latter third of the run, but hopefully it wasn't too bad.
We got a couple side scrollers, some Microsoft Pinpoint, PowerPoint. Wasn't too bad.
Okay, good, because I was afraid that like it went completely out at one point.
It was down for several minutes.
Don't tell him. Make him feel good.
Well, in any case, yeah, I was really scared when I found everything so quickly that one of two things was going to happen. Either I was way ahead, or sub-hour wasn't going to be good enough.
It certainly was a rapid find with those levels in the beginning, and then it kind of stagnated. But you made some gradually made some progress, and then it came to the point. You found the red ring, then you found the silvers, and you found the sword, and ultimately when you found silver arrows, it was pretty much grab and go at that point.
Yeah, I was very, very excited to find silver arrows in level 8, because I've had a lot of races recently where I have been screwed by silver arrows in level 8.
Well, for your net.
Yeah, I know who I'm up against next. It's Saver, but Saver has one weakness that can be exploited. So I think I have a shot at winning if I get the right type of seed. This is not that kind of seed, though.
Well, good luck. Congratulations on this win, and good luck in your next race.
Thank you.
Rai, any closing comments you want to make?
Not really. You've summed everything up pretty well.
Well, unfortunately, Ryan didn't want to come in for an interview. So with that, this is Tim, New Jersey Devil, and also one final special thanks to JLow7 for the restream, for the tracking, and JK Allen for restream. And thank you very much, and good night. And for Rai, this is Tim, New Jersey Devil. Good night, everybody.
Good night.